Hmm.
No, what happens is you have to be aware, like, you have to have this intent inside you to over time get better at these things.
Hmm.
Knowing words at the top of your head as in an aware manner, and like
Yeah.
know which ones rhyme and how syllables interact with each other. And basically at this point, a lot of these things are very internalized in my mind. So if I freestyle, there when it comes to words, it's not just any word. It's like, there are specific words. Like, this is how I started in hip hop. So it's really funny.
So you
You
increase
know,
like vocabulary, right? Your vocabulary of
so
like
so this
Hindi
is
words.
I'll give you a really good example of how I started off.
Go ahead.
I used to listen to a lot of rap, American rap, like, just rap music in general. And so my whole thing was, I don't want to I don't I want to contribute something new to this culture. Like,
Mhm.
that's how I look at it.
Hmm.
Like, I am actually a fan of the culture, and I want to contribute something new to it. So my experiences, my language, my hood, like where I'm from, that contributes something new to the culture. So this is how I started off.
Sorry,
If a
the
rapper,
culture. Yeah, the culture. What are you referring to? Like hip hop culture or
hip
Indian?
hop culture,
All
hip
right,
hop
so
culture,
general hip hop culture. All right, cool. Hmm.
yeah, you need to contribute something new. You're taking from something, you're borrowing from something, interacting with it. So I
Hmm.
try to nurture that. Like, I want to see good in hip hop. I care about those things, and I want to contribute something good to hip hop, something different, so that hip hop itself evolves. Like, as a new person who's just born or whatever, that's what you are trying to do. So, like, I started off with, like, say a person is saying, a specific person is talking about how much weed he smokes, or how many bitches like he's been with, or how many cars he has. So what I do is, like, I convert all of those specific things in Hindi. Like, what are the different words for smoking weed in Hindi? What are the different paraphernalia related to that, and what are the words for that? And which ones of those are funny in my culture? And how can I refer to bitches or whatever women? How do I? What are the different slangs in my culture which
Mm.
I
I
can
see Ali
use
Al
to
Shamari
Bitches.
backing
better?
away in his
Yes,
chair.
bitches aren't women. Sorry, we have to separate. Not all women are bitches.
Okay, yeah, I think
Yes,
we should make
yes,
this clear. First,
yes.
before we
My
continue
bad.
or this conversation goes any further, we do not condone the use. We do not condone the use of any sorts of drugs. We
Yes.
do not condone smoking weed,
Yes.
especially in Kuwait.
Yes.
Mom, I do not do it. I promise you.
These are some bungs we
Okay.
found on the. Yes, they do
Oh
not.
yeah.
They do not reflect. Yes. Also,
Yeah,
Yes.
not all women are bitches. We
Not
treat
all
yeah.
with
women are
Parents
respect.
of
bitches.
Ali and Ali,
Of course.
we're actually homeless in India, and we're living in a hostel, and
Mhm.
this is how we do it.
Yes, we're
Yeah,
trying to do it as a favor to get them, some views.
we're
So they
Yeah,
bad
can listen to
my,
your
company.
music. Yes.
my bad for that, guys. So what I
Yes.
meant is,
Proceed.
if if you're
And it's
referring to
empty. I'm
women,
done.
Mhm, mhm.
if you're talking about women and that's a theme, every form of poetry has themes. Like Sufi poetry, which I'm really into, that has different themes. That's how I learned about poetry. So in that, there are specific themes. Either union with the beloved, separation from the beloved. So every poem in that is written along those themes, and then there are different inside references, like certain things which only people who hear a lot of Sufi music will understand those references. And
Mhm.
that's how hip hop music works. Like, when a rapper is talking about his gun, the model of his gun, the model of his car, or the exact brand of alcohol that he's consumed, and all
Mhm.
these things, these are signaling of sort which makes you either part of an in group, which makes you understand a specific lifestyle, or like, so these are basically the themes of that form of poetry. So when you see a particular theme, so whether it's a car or it's women or whatever, either you basically are talking about how you have been with a lot of women, or you're talking about how some women broke your heart, or you're talking about like you don't want to chase women, you want to chase money. So you're referring to the theme in a different way, but like how you refer to the theme is where the poetry lies. And that's the same thing with, you can refer to cars and all these things, but what
That's right.
exactly
Yeah.
you're saying, like Cole says, J. Cole would say a different, he'll be like, I don't care about cars, or I don't care. So he's talking about the same thing but with a different angle.
Perspective.
So
Whoa.
Point
that's
of view. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
Hip hop
that is-
deconstructed. That's kind of cool. So it's like just this one culture, right? And each individual takes their own take, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
For me, that was language, and for me, it was always like I saw myself as in the position of a pioneer more than a copier. Like, as in, I copy a lot from, like, I learned from the greats of hip hop who are black, but like, as far as what I'm doing in my country is concerned, I've always seen myself as the person who's trying to bring that here. So whatever I need, like, how do I change, still do that, but in my language or for my city. And so we're some of the first people who